Good afternoon, everyone. Let me welcome you to the exciting session of the 337 Walker Toastmaster Club. So just click start our So I'm happy in the summer, still the Saturday evening, you are here and you are committed to for your improvement, the speaking skill, which is very, very important. So let's clap once again for yourself. So today's session is going to be very exciting. You are going to learn many things and it is going to add value again in your speaking skills and the leadership skills. So let me start this meeting with reading the club mission. This club provides a supportive and a positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and the leadership skill, which is resulting in the self-confidence and the personal growth. So as I told, we are committed to for our self improvement and the self growth. So before starting the meeting, let me introduce some of the rules. So since this meeting will go smoothly, so I request everyone so put your mobile phone in the silent mode so it will not disturb, and if possible switch off, otherwise put in the silent mode. I will also do with you. Okay. Then when someone is speaking, so no one is need to walk around or chit chat among this. So the speaker will not get disturbed. So that is one request. And until and unless when there is a transfer of control, when some speaker is coming to speak, so as a toastmaster, we need to clap that time. And whenever we are transferring the control, then everyone should the clap. Who are the guests? We request you to please enter your name in the guest register. And there is a very nominal fee which is going to running this non-profitable organization, 100 rupees. So end of the day, their barcode scanner is there. So please there, pay on that. And in the Toastmaster speak, whenever we are transferring the control, we are the shaking hand. So please, I request everyone to please clap whenever control is transferred. And please do not chat among yourself. Do not move in there and enjoy. There is tremendous learning and good opportunity. So just enjoy the meeting. So start this meeting. I'm inviting our presiding officer, Toastmaster Puneet Adani. So presiding officer, Toastmaster Puneet Adani, I'm welcoming you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. How's the Joes?
Hi.
How's the Joes?
Hi.
Feel not tired. How's the Joes?
Hi.
How's your Holi?
Great. Great.
Yes. Holi is colorful. Great. Before we start the meeting, we have two guests, so I would like to invite them over here. Please introduce yourself by profession, what you are doing, and from where you have heard about the Walker. So please welcome guest Rohit. Guest Rohit.
So, hello everyone. My name is Rohit Chitte, and by profession I am IT software engineer. I'm currently working in Capgemini. My tech stack is like I'm working in data and analytics, data and artificial intelligence. So I have heard about this Toastmaster Club. Basically, I was researching about the Toastmasters. So the nearest Toastmaster Club I wanted to find. So I just searched on the Google Maps. So from there only I just saw the reviews and all, and I thought of giving it a try. That's all. Yeah.
Thank you. Please welcome guest Akansha.
So my name is Akansha. So I'm working as a consultant in a pharma consulting company. Earlier I was working in Karate in ZS Associates, and now I'm working in pharma. So during my MBA, I was part of Toastmasters Club. So I wanted to join the club again, but like due to hectic work schedule and to and fro traveling and switching of jobs, I didn't get time. But finally, when I'm here, so I got this opportunity. I'm living in Hinjewadi currently, so I was searching for the clubs nearby. So this is the most nearest club I could find. Thank you.
Thank you. guest, Nissan. Until you are guest, you have to come.
Hello everyone, good evening. I am Ishan. You must be familiar with me. I have been continuing as a guest for last 1 month. Yeah, I do plan, but that's the plan from April that I'll be joining this Toastmaster. And again, the objective is to improve my communications.
Thank you. So have a huge round of applause for the 337 chapter meeting of Dharma. How many of you have remember when you are children and your mom, your grandmom or grandparents said that don't cut your nails at the evening? And are you doing that or are you stop that work? Second thing, when you are sitting on a bed, right, and you are moving your legs, at that time your grandparents said that don't move your legs, it as your mother or father will die. How many of you are believing in that? Or most of us heard this, right? Don't move your legs as your someone from your elders or your parents is going to be died. Third things I heard that when I was don't clean of house in the evening as money will be gone from your house. There are so many such kind of things we have heard when we are the kids. But all those are true or not true. We believe that because at that time we are kids, but we are not really knows the truth about it. Let me say the three things truth. So the nail cutting things when we are doing in the evening. So in a very old at that time power. Yes.
I just register.
It's a Toastmaster problem. Are you looking for it?
Yeah.
Toastmaster? Yeah, so please come. What's your good name?
Saurabh.
Yeah, Saurabh, please go sit over there. So actual the thing is behind it at the old time, right? There is a no power at the evening. And when you cut your nails during the evenings in the darkness, it might be a chance your finger get injured. And at that time, there is a no such a tools like nail cutter is there. The people are cut their nails from the scissor or any sharp material. So it might be a chance your finger has been damaged. So that's why that the things they have started that don't cut your nails in the evening, it will be some damage will be done to your family. The second things in the old, there is a habit whenever any persons go for a sleep, they keep a glass of water in the bed. As of now, we are in the upper, we keep a water bottle inside of the table. But at that time, the water bottle concept is not there. That comes after the Bisleri and everything. So they cup a glass of water and the glass of the big glass, they keep under the bed. And if you are moving your legs due to your unawareness, it might be stuck with your leg and water has been poured out. So that's why our old people said that don't move your legs else your parents will be dead. The actual truth is behind it. Third things, at the evening, when we are cleaning our house with the jaru, why they are saying don't clean your house at the evening as money will be gone. The actual thing is beside is there. At that time, there is a no locker, nothing that much like a bank facility. So some kind of gold, silver. There are at the time India is a bigger country and rich country, so everyone has some gold and silver in their house. So it might be a chance if there is a no light or nothing is there, and when you clean your house, it might be a chance to some kind of gold and silver will go away. So that's why our parents, old parents, are not allowed to do clean our house in the evening. So that we learn when we grow up. What are the beside the things? But we have someone today who is the host of this meeting and who are going to run this meeting as a thing. Who is a by professional IT engineer. She loves to reading books and traveling. She travels a lot. She is going to give us this kind of things, right? Which we are some things in our child as a believeness, but that is not true. So please welcome Toastmaster Suvita as a Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Pumi. Well, have you ever noticed how your feelings can split you into two different personalities? When you are happy, you're feeling like superhero, unstoppable, and you enjoy each and everything. You are in traffic, even that doesn't bother you. You feel like, oh, red light, I will enjoy my songs or playlist, isn't it? And when we are sad, we are binge watching sad movies, sitting on the couch, covered with blanket, and think why our life looks so tragic, like a Netflix series. Our feelings are powerful. It, it makes our actions, thoughts, beliefs, and even our reality as well. Good evening, presiding officer, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. Today, I want you all to go back in your life when you were a toddler. A toddler where you are, just imagine, you are walking in two different socks, spilling juice here and there on the floor. And still, you are the hero at that moment. Everybody will clap for you just for saying mama or papa. At that age, love was unconditional. Everybody loved the way you are. You just existed and did nothing. That was completely enough. But when we grow up, how many of you heard that if you pass the exam, you will get ice creams, chocolates, or toys? Anybody? And how many of you were told that if you fail the exam, then nobody will talk to you? That's where all the limiting beliefs started happening. We started learning that love, confidence, and the happiness needs to be earned. We need to do something, achieve something, or show something to achieve that love, happiness, and confidence. Let me tell you a story. I have a niece, she's 2.5 years old. I love her a lot. When she comes to Pune, I play with her all over the day. She eats with me, she plays with me, I tell her stories. My day is so flawless when I am with her. And when she leaves the home, she forgets about me completely. And I, the grown up, I keep missing her. I feel like homesick, and it takes 2 to 3, 4 days like to come out of that homesickness. But how does it happen? How she recovers so early, and how I take this much long time recover from all these feelings? Why does this happen? Because there is another limiting belief that we are grown up with. The limiting belief is if we love someone, we should miss her or miss them. Otherwise, we don't love them deeply. And especially in so-called love. If it hurts that much, we are deeply in love with that person. With that conditioning, we feel sad, we feel like suicide when there is a broke up in relationship. There's a breakup in relationship. But babies, they don't carry this baggage. They live it fully, be it happiness, sadness, love, whatever it is. They live it at this moment and don't create limitation out of it. They don't let them imprison themselves. So today, I want you all to break all these limitations from your life. Because a free person only can create happiness, can create free mindsets. But if you are already caged, you will create more caged mind around. So free yourself because you are completely enough. And with this, we will start today's 337th meeting of Walker Toastmasters Club. The theme for today's meeting is breaking the conditionings of our life. So, especially for our guest, let me explain you the session. We have 3 sessions here. First session is prepared speeches, where people will come, deliver a prepared speech based on their objectives. The second session will be table topics, where you need to think on your feet and deliver a speech on impromptu topic for 1 or 2 minutes. This will be led by our table topic master. The third session will be the evaluation session, which is very important because we will get the feedback in this session. And feedback helps us to improve. With this, it's time to call our role players. The first role player is SAA, who has already initiated our meeting. He is automobile engineer. He loves reading books and making friends. Let's welcome Mr. Toastmaster Ravikant Gawai. Our second important role is general evaluator. Our general evaluator for today is Mr. Varghese. I would request the general evaluator, please come and give us the introduction.
Good evening all. Presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster. As a general evaluator, I have 3 roles to do. First, conduct the evaluation session as the Toastmaster of the day said for the speakers. Second, for the role players, which will be introduced soon. And the last is to observe everything that happens today and give all feedbacks. Next, to mention the good points what they have done. With that,
Our next important role is timer. He will be keeping record of every minute of this session. He is an IT professional and he loves playing cricket and badminton. Let's welcome Toastmaster Rajesh Kashyap. Let's have a big round of applause for him.
Today I'm playing the role of timer. I will keep the track of time for all the speakers, evaluator, and table topic speakers. I will use the green card and yellow card and red card. For the speaker, at 5 minutes, I will raise the green card, and at 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card, and at the 7 minutes, I will raise the red card. For evaluator, at the 2 minutes, I will raise the green card, and at 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will use the yellow card, and at 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. For the table topics speaker, I will use the 1 minute. For 1 minute, I will use the green card, and for 1 minute 30 seconds, I will use the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. A grace period of 30 seconds will be given to on the upper side. That's all. Thank you.
Now to keep track record of our unnecessary pauses, we have our counter here. He's a validation engineer. He loves playing chess and singing as well as cycling. Let's welcome Toastmaster Rushikesh Gokhale. Let's have a big round of applause for him.
Mr. President, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. How many of you watched the recently concluded final between India and New Zealand? How many of you feel the initial 10 overs of the India's inning were very much fluent, and we were in the control of chasing those target of 264 runs? And as the wicket of Shubman Gill fall, it automatically reduced all the scoring rate, and every audience in that dubious Dubai stadium was tense. Similarly is the situation in our life when we are delivering speech. When we are delivering speeches with ahs, ooms, and filler words, we reduce the quality of our speeches and the audience will become tense. My job as a counter is to help you notify the filler words, the unnecessary words, the repetitive words that you have conveyed in your speech, and help you reduce those words in your future speeches. I will come back with my report whenever called by our Toastmaster of the day. Till then, enjoy the meeting. Over to you.
Now there is someone who will giving us the critical feedback on our language and as well as will help us to improve our vocabulary. Let's welcome Mr. Shashank, Toastmaster Shashank, who is an IT professional and loves reading books.
Good evening, Presiding Officer, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. I am Toastmaster Shashank, and today I am playing the role of grammarian. So, as a grammarian, my role is to introduce the word of the day and the phrase of the day, which you can see written on the board. So, today's word of the day is persist. Persist means to continue firmly despite difficulties. So, for example, if you persist in your efforts, success will follow. Phrase of the day, today's phrase of the day is a leap of faith. What does it mean? Taking a risk and trusting that things work out, even if the outcome is certain. For example, leaving my stable job to start my own business was a leap of faith, but I trusted the process. I would like to encourage you to use these words of the day and phrase of the day when you are delivering your speeches. And I would also like you to come here over the stage, and if anyone wants to use the word of the day or phrase of the day. Anyone would like to come here to use the word of the day or phrase of the day? Yes, please.
Just before 2 hours of this meeting start, our VP Education called me. Hi, Toastmaster Puneet. Today we have to cancel our meeting because there are 3 to 4 role players back out. I told her, keep a leap of faith on me. As Walker Cup has a good things on persist to manage the meeting at the end of the time. We will manage all the role players, all the speakers, and everything at the end of the moment. And he believed on a leap of my faith. And as of now, our entire meeting has been set up properly. All the role player has been set down, and we are running smoothly.
Thanks.
Yeah, please.
So persist in simple coding language is consistency, lot of consistent. It's like this. I mean, a river cuts through rock not because of its power, but because of its consistency. That's the power of consistency, and that is exactly what persistence is. So leap of faith is a strong belief in something. Extraordinary. It's like this. You're trying to explore a territory that has never been explored before. What do you need then? Right? You need a strong leap of faith. You need a strong belief. Then we can do it. We got the capability to do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can.
So whenever someone uses the word of the day or phrase of the day, please give a thumbs up to encourage them. And my role is also to note down the person who is using the word of the day and phrase of the day. And at the end of the meeting, when I will be called upon, I will present the grammarian report. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so it's time to start our first exciting session, which is prepared speeches. Here now, every speaker will come with a prepared speech, and every speaker has a time limit for this and an objective for this. That's why we call it a project, and every project helps the speaker to improve their body language, their vocal variety, and persuasion skills. So let's begin the session with excitement and energy. The first speaker is attempting the presentation mastery level 1. The evaluator for this speech is Toastmaster Ravikant Gawade. I would request the evaluator to read the objective for this speech. Let's welcome Toastmaster Ravi Bhatt.
Thank you, T.L. Modi. So today, Toastmaster Sugi is going to give his first speech, which we called in our Toastmaster the icebreaker speech. The icebreaker speech is very important because it is the first speech. You take an example when a child just start walking and he is taking a first step. It is very important in his life. Similarly, first speech is also very important for any Toastmaster. So I am welcoming Toastmaster Sugeesh for his first icebreaker speech. Timer, please note the time for this speech is 4 to 6 minutes, and the speech title is Journey of My Life. So for Toastmaster Sugeesh, the speech title is Journey of My Life. 4 to 6 minutes.
Our first speaker is a digital marketing specialist. He loves swimming and reading books. The title of the speech, as discussed, is Journey of Life. Let's welcome Toastmaster Sugeesh. Ready? All right. Let's welcome Toastmaster Sugeesh Sugathan. Toastmaster Sugeesh, Journey of Life. Journey of Life, Toastmaster Sugeesh.
Am I audible, Yeah. So, when was the first time the term icebreaker was used in the history of mankind? Anyone, any idea when it was first used? Okay, I'll let you know. The term icebreaker was used way back in 1678 by a poet by the name of Samuel Butler. And in his poem, there was a line, the orator at last broke the silence and the ice. Good evening, presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. My name is Sugeesh Sugathan. I come from God's own country, that is Kerala. I was born in Kerala and brought up in Mumbai. My father was a central government employee, and my mother is a housewife. As a kid, I used to enjoy various activities like reading, drawing, painting, and of course playing cricket and football. But I was particularly inclined towards more towards drawing and painting, and it was to such an extent that I still remember during my school days, almost all my classmates and my friends, they used to submit all their drawing assignments to me, and they said, "Arey, yaar, tu hi kar le mera homework." And I used to happily accept all these assignments, and I used to do it on their behalf. So after school, I completed my graduation in BCom, and then I pursued my postgraduate diploma in business management. Once I did that, I had a keen interest in animation, and I thought that, why shouldn't I take up a course in animation? Then I realized that, we come from a middle class background, and my father had obviously spent a lot of money on my post graduation course. So that's why I didn't want to put more of a financial burden on him. So what I did was I started looking out for a job, and the first job I got was with a small IT firm, and that was a sales profile. I worked there for 1.5 years, and after that, I got a job with Canon India. I worked with Canon India for say around 1 year. After that, I got another good opportunity with Naukri.com. I worked there. I got the job profile with Naukri at the Pune office, so that's how I landed in Pune. Things were going well on the personal front and the professional front also. In the meantime, I got married, and after the marriage, I was transferred back to the Mumbai office. I started working there in Mumbai, and then uh, what happened was the job got into the more routine and monotonous stuff, and I started getting bored with my job. So I thought it's time for a change. I need to look out for something more exciting and challenging. So that's where I decided that it's time to change. No, look out for a big change now. So around that period of time, one of my college friends, he suggested that there is a opportunity, business opportunity, wherein you can take a franchisee with an education company. So with no background in entrepreneurship, no family background in business, I took a leap of faith. I resigned from my current job and came back to Pune and then started the franchisee business. But unfortunately, plans don't work out that way. I mean, life is not so easy. It did not work out very well. Me and my childhood friend, we lost a good amount of savings in that particular business and we had to shut it down. Fortunately, by God's grace, my college friend had started another business, a digital marketing business before this franchisee business. And what happened was I started diverting my attention onto that particular business and I started pursuing and persisting and trying to get in more clients for that particular digital marketing business. So things started moving smoothly, but then just a few years down the line, disaster struck again. I mean, this time it was in the form of COVID, not once, but twice. And it was a very hard blow for both of us. And uh, things came to such an extent that we thought that we will not survive. We will have to shut down our business. And but still, I had some hope, and I believed that I took a leap of faith and believed that we should persist, and then maybe things should turn out much better. So as I look back at my journey, at my life's journey, I realized that having a positive attitude and the will to persist, these factors definitely should help. But apart from that, you also need the support of a near and dear ones. So in this context, I would like to mention that my wife has been a big supporter of my entrepreneurial activities. She has been a very big support and she has wholeheartedly supported me in all my decisions, whether good or bad. Uh, and also I realized that life keeps throwing different types of challenges at you. So it is up to you to face those challenges and not think much about the outcome, that is whether you win or whether you lose. So with this different outlook towards life, I decided that maybe I should look into myself, find out what are the limitations within me, and overcome my limitations. So I realized that my first limitation was obviously was the fear of public speaking. I feared it very much. So this this year I took a New Year resolution that I should improve my public speaking skills, and that's where I am right in front of this wonderful audience and giving my speech. So to end my speech, I would like to quote George Bernard Shaw. He has one of the famous lines. It says that progress cannot be forward. Forward. Yeah, that's right. Forward the quote.
Thank you, Sugeesh, for such a wonderful life lessons. Well, as it was a icebreaker speech, I would request you all to stand up and give a standing ovation. Now, I would request you all to take a minute and write a feedback for our first speaker. Timer, please let us know what's one minute is.
So this has taken a 6.03.
We just let us know once 1 minute is complete. We all need to take a feedback. All right, now it's time for our second speaker. The speaker is attempting Project Presentation Mastery Level 1. The evaluator for this speech is Toastmaster Sanjay Jinde. I would request the evaluator to please come on the stage and read the objective for the speech.
Thank you very much, Frederick. Presiding officer, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests. Toastmaster Ramesh Patil, just one correction. He's going to give a speech, icebreaker speech, on the pathway presentation mastery. Objective of this speech is introduce yourself to the crowd. So I really best of luck to the Ramesh.
Our second speaker is professionally a salesperson. He loves writing shairis and reading books. The title of his speech is From Carefree to Corporate Success. Let's welcome and have a big round of applause for TM Toastmasters Ramesh Patil. Master Ramesh, from Carefree to Corporate Success. From Carefree to Corporate Success, Toastmaster Ramesh.
Devil may care attitude, a bull in China shop, live for the moment. How many of you heard these idioms before? Can you raise your hands? How many of you can think of some people to whom these idioms are applicable? Wait, don't reveal their names yet. Just keep thinking about it. Dear presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. Today I'm going to tell you a story. A story of a boy who was careless and his transformation from a carefree world to a career success, to corporate success. You guessed it right. This story is about me. I was born into a farmer's family. When I was 2 years and few months old, my sister was born. I was so attached to my mother that I did not let my mother take care of my younger sister. She was so worried. She did not know how to react, how to handle this. As I was not letting my mother take care of my sister. That's when my maternal grandfather stepped in. He offered to help. Initially, he thought maybe I would take care of him for a few months. But then during those months, our bond grew stronger. And that's when my grandparents decided to raise. So I was raised by my grandparents. I was raised in a very privileged environment. When I say privileged environment, it doesn't mean we were very rich or well off. It means we had enough to take care of the family. I had enough people to shower, a lot of love. There were 6, 7 people in the family to take care of me. As a kid, my daily routine was have breakfast early in the morning with my grandfather, go to school, come back, play with friends, and then wait for my grandfather to return from his job, and then head to our farm. We had a lot of fun at the farm. My grandfather had this habit of planting trees. Since I was his buddy, he used to plant trees, and I used to water them. So that was our daily routine. I never worried about anything like that. I always had this habit of taking the bull by the storm. Right? We will cross the bridge when we get there. That was the attitude. And that has resulted in my marks as well, which is why I never scored more than 70% in my career. So during 12th, I used to sneak out from the back door during our practical classes to watch a movie instead. And naturally, it took a toll on my studies. And it had reflected in my scorecard as well. But my life took a U-turn after my 12th exam. The exam was done. We were waiting for the results. Finally, the day came. The results were announced. I checked my results online. and the result was a big failure. I was very disappointed. I thought the world around me shattered. I did not know how to react to this. Before that, I had never failed. So I did not know how to handle the failure. At the same time, I realized all of my friends had passed. And I was like, these are the same people who used to sneak out from the same back door that I used to sneak out from. Yet they passed and I failed. That was making me more nervous than my actual result. So we were actually in the hotel. We were celebrating success of my friends. My friends were consoling me. Ramesh, it's okay. It happens. Typical Bollywood friends dialogue. So I was like, I told them, boss, go home. Let me stay here for some time. Let me process this. After that, I went to college to check the result on the notice board. And when I checked, I realized the hall ticket number that I had checked was not mine. My heart was racing. I just started looking for my name. When I looked at my name, to my surprise, I had passed. At that moment, I decided I'm not going to let this happen again. I told my parents about the result. My prior parent, my father had already decided certain things. So I told him, I've already decided I'm going to do what I've decided. He said he checked my temperature. Before that, I never said something like this to him. He was like, are you okay? And I was like, yes, I am okay. I've decided something. I'm going to do that. After that, I completed my graduation in computer science. I pursued MBA. After that, I got a job. I started working very hard. My hard work paid off. I became a TL in 2.5 years. I was the youngest TL in the region. During first 5 years stint of my corporate life, I had received 5 out of 5 appraisal rating in my region. So, so where I was and where I am today, if I look at the journey, if I look at it from public's eye, I think it's a success, considering where I was and where I am. But if you ask me, I don't know whether it's a success or failure, to be very honest. Because I miss my farm, I miss those breakfasts with my grandfather. So the same boy who was that carefree is the proud father today, had a perfect, nearly perfect husband. So that's my opinion, not my wife's. So yeah, and is working as a senior zonal manager in one of the reputed internet organizations in India. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my story. Thank you.
As it was also icebreaker speech, I would request you all to stand up, have a big round of applause for. Now let's have a spotlight on our third speaker. The speaker is attempting Project 2, Level 2 of Pathways Path Strategy. The evaluator for this speech is Mr. Dinesh Chaudhary. I would request the evaluator to read the objective of the speech. Let's welcome Toastmaster Dinesh. Thank you.
Dinesh, objective is project 1, level 2. Structure the speech. Dinesh, are you able to hear us? Yes. Toastmaster Dinesh, are you able to hear us?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Varghese has sent the details to in your WhatsApp.
Okay, sure. Give me 1 minute. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Toastmaster. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Toastmaster Varghese is in Strategic Leadership Pathways, is doing level 1, project 2. His purpose of the speech is to present a speech, receive feedback, and then present a second speech, incorporating the feedback received in first one. Along with that, he also needs to serve as an
Thank you, Dinesh. Our third speaker is professionally a COE leader in Emerson. He loves cycling, playing badminton. The title of his speech is The Last Kiss. Let's welcome and have a big round of applause for TM Varghese. Thank you, Varghese. PM Varghese, the last kiss.
You're muted. I'm not able to hear you. Sorry.
When you meet your parents, do you still show physical affection? One call, okay? Those who did not raise your hand, do you remember the last time when you kissed your mother? When you raised who or you? Only one person. Do you remember when you hugged your father the last time? Okay, three, that's three, four. Contest three, Postmaster of the day. Postmaster of the day, presiding officer, about Postmaster event here. 16 years before I got married, I entered a family with a different tradition and culture. In their family, everyone greet each other by a warm hug and a cheek-to-cheek kissing. Being an introvert, I felt it strange and difficult to allow. I remember feeling awkward and unsure how to respond. 15 years down the time, still I visit my grand-in-laws. My two younger brother-in-laws teach me for this physical affection. I still remember one day her maternal grandfather was telling to all his grandchildren to kiss him when he is alive, not when he is dead. Do you know why? Because in Christian community, there is a ritual of kissing the forehead of the deceased before the burial. His words actually stuck with me. I realized and thought a lot on the importance of having physical affection. The age 6 and the 16 is same. At the age of 6, you want your parents and grandparents to hug you and kiss you. At the age of 16, your parents and grandparents want your children and grandchildren to hug them and kiss them. 2022 arrived with the irreparable loss. Grandfather passed away. The COVID-19 pandemic restriction did not allow the family members to practice the last ritual of kissing the deceased. When I stood at his funeral, I felt helpless. But a deep regret came to my mind because his words was echoing in mind. When he was alive, I didn't muster the courage to kiss him. But now the last goodbye was denied him. I struggled a lot to practice this physical affection over the years. But my busy work life did not even give me the time to visit my parents frequently. But life took a U-turn on March 30th, 2022. Midnight, I got a call from my sister that my mother is rushed to a hospital for a critical brain surgery. My sisters and I spent 3 weeks in front of an ICU, keeping all our priorities aside, waiting for a good news. As the week passed, she started slowly recovering. When one side was paralyzed, portion of skull was removed, she slowly started recognizing the people. When she was brought to the hospital room, and it was time for me to leave back to Pune after a month, I mustered the courage, went and kissed on her forehead. I saw tears filling in her eyes. With that experience, I made a point to visit her every month after that. And whenever I meet, I used to kiss her on her forehead. A year later, when she passed away, when I was waiting in her funeral, and during the last ritual, again the words of the grandfather was falling in my mouth. But this time I had no regret because I had shown the physical affection and love when she was still alive. We are Toastmasters and friends. Why you are waiting? Make a chance to visit your parents. Show your physical affection and admire them. In their busy life, to make a quality life for you, they might have forgotten to show this physical affection. Now at this age, they may be shy to show that, express it to you. But at the bottom of their heart, they are expecting a small hug from you. Let the last be not on the field. Make out time to visit them. They don't want your expensive gifts. They want your presence. Take time to listen their stories. Share yours. Make memories that last lifelong. When I reflected on my life, I realized showing the physical affection is not a ritual or a tradition. It's showing respect, love, and gratitude. That will make them feel valued and cherished. So, time has come. Take an opportunity to visit the loved ones, express your love. Let it be not wait down the road. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Verghese. You know, last time after listening, I would request you all 1 minute of silence and write a feedback of those master words. Last time after listening to Verghese, I texted my mother, "Mommy, I love you." And the reaction of my mother was, "What?" And then I, one by one, said, "I love you" to all my family members. They were so happy, but their expressions were completely different. They were like shocked, what has happened to this girl? Well, we should express our love before it's too late. Now, now it's the time for our fourth speaker. Speaker is attempting project dynamic leadership from level 1. The evaluator for this speech is Toastmaster Puneet Hadani. I would request the evaluator to read the objective for this speech.
Good evening, presiding officers, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster and dear guest. The speaker, Toastmaster Rajesh Kashyap, is going to give a speech on dynamic leadership project 1. The objective of the speech, write a speech with a specific purpose and demonstrate the method of the writing a speech. The speech title is Fight Again in Life. The speech title is Fight Again in Life. Timer, please note down. Timing of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Board in your Toastmaster.
All right. The fourth speaker is an IT technical manager. He loves playing cricket and badminton. The title of his speech is Fight Again in Life. Let's welcome Toastmasters Rajesh Kashyap. Toastmaster Rajesh, Fight Again in Life. Fight Again in Life, Toastmaster Rajesh.
Good afternoon. Sorry. We'll start again. When the weight of failure, when weight of your failure increased on your shoulder and cannot sustain that, the next step decision you cannot deems impossible, right? So have you ever chance when you feel that the life is falling down, or have you ever wondered why the life throws so many challenge on you or your way? Yes, I have faced, and many of us have faced the challenge on our life, on the journey when we started. This is Rajesh, and good afternoon, presiding officer, and fellow Toastmaster of the day, and fellow Toastmaster, and lovely guest. So today I am going about sharing about my up and downs in my life, and I will share the lessons with you. So life journey is very filled with like up and downs, victories and defeat, and sorrow and joy, right? So we cannot get always happy. Life is not a smooth road where you can walk easily. It is set of, or you can say that it is sequence of hurdles where you can face multiple challenges, and that you can measure with your endurance and speed. Many times we stumble, and many times we fall, and many times we feel like we have fall down. I mean, there's no any situations where you can get up. So, my dear friends, I'm telling you the truth. Falling is just a measure. You need to get it up. It defeats only when you think I have defeated. If someone said, what society said, you cannot measure your defeat by the society. So today, as I said, like I'm going to share my personal story, or how I have overcome my the favorable condition to the currently I'm here to say something. Let me get back to you when I was just completed my MCA, Master in Computer Application, and I moved from Delhi to Pune to finding a job in IT industry. That time I was a fresh graduate. I was so eager to working in the IT industry, and I'm full of hope. And I feel like I can win the world. But my destiny was something different. And as I said, I was not a rich background. So I was, poor background. Somehow it's very difficult situation. I passed the MCA. And when I came here, I have a very bad amount of money with me. So when I started a job, I was searching a job. I given a numerous interview. I faced rejection after rejection. And I think 15 days passed. I was no any job. And I have I think 150 rupees in my pocket. You can think about how I was survived at that time. It was the story of 2006. And when I was looking a job, part-time job, because that time I was not able to select in the IT industry. So I was looking a job where I can get daily, I can survive the daily, survive for the daily things, paying the room rent and many more things like eating or giving, going for an interview, I need a transportation. So paying that amount, I don't have that much. So I was looking a job. So I got a job in on for one of the institute, that is Design Institute. That time it was very famous, and it was a programming language institution. So I taught 2 hours daily in the morning, and the rest whole day I was searching a job. Somehow I am able to get financially. They are paying a good amount where I can survive. My room was very small. Where can I sleep? Just I think 6 by 6 only. I can fit that place. You can see, you can imagine how I can adjust it that time over there. And all in that room, I placed with the sticky notes with all the codes and everything because I don't have any laptop or any desktop with me. So I think in 2006, 17 September, I remember the date when I went to the Shivajinagar, one of the institute, IT industry institute that is Slow Informatics, very small company at that time. I was very hopeful that I was selected in this company because my interview has gone very well. But somehow I was not selected. So I was disappointed or devastated at that time. I called to my sister. I have to back to my hometown. I have to do something else because this is not for me. But somehow on the next day, I called from that same company. You are selected. I don't know how, but he said you are selected. So I rushed to that company and get my offer letter. And my life have started from that place. So the failure I have rejected, I think 500 times. I have not measured, but I have covered all the Hinjawadi, Kothurud, and Harapsar area. Now, my journey say that if you are failing, if you are falling, or you are failure in the interview, it's not wrap up your life is not ending here. So try hard and make your dreams fulfill. That is my story. Thank you.
I would request you all to take a pause for a minute and give the feedback for our fourth speaker. Let me know once 1 minute is over.
I don't have a final timing right now, but I will not. Morning to school was the morning when you have to sign the email.
All right. Now, before moving to our second section, we will take a 5 minutes of break. Then see you all after 5 minutes. Thank you.
No one is on the table. It will be my favorite number. Get ready. 20 seconds is fine, but the timing is not. Also,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. Now, before we start our second session, I would request you all to start clapping, and the flow will be little slow. And once I ask you to increase the flow, you need to keep increasing it as fast as you can. All right? 1, 2, 3. Flow, flow. Speed up now. Speed up more. we're going to start our second session where you need to come here and an impromptu speech topic will be given to you. And you need to speak on it for 1 or 2 minutes. So without wasting a moment, we will call our table topic master, who is an IT professional, who loves running, tracking, and doing adventures. Let's welcome Toastmaster Sanjay Jende. Let's have a big round of applause for him.
How many of you try to avoid or don't like those table topic session? I personally don't like. So what is the best way to avoid? Practice. No, best way to avoid. I'm not saying best way to participate or do best in table topic. What is the best way to avoid?
Just go over there first, participate in a seat in the side of the club.
Best way to avoid is become a table topic master. And so I am here. So I prepared for the guest, benefit of the guest, I prepared few topics. Each, not each, but few of us will be invited here and will be given a topic. The speaker need to speak at least 1 minute minimum. So timer, please note green card for 1 minute. Then 1 minute 30 seconds for the yellow card, and then 2 minutes for the after completion of the speech. You need to complete within 2 minutes. 30 seconds of grace period will be given. So there will be voting will be done at the end, towards the end, to choose who is the best table topic speaker. Criteria for the to qualify is you have to finish your speech within 1 minute and 2 minutes 30 seconds. So I would like to invite first maybe Puneet. So Toastmaster Puneet, what is the silliest thing you used to believe as a kid? What is the silliest thing you used to believe as a kid? Toastmaster Puneet. Silliest.
Silliest thing to do. Good evening, Mr. Presiding Officer, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests. What a good topic has given to me. What a silliest things which I believe in my kids. We have lots of things which we are believing in our kids. Some of us that don't go into that corner. There is a ghost in that corner. Don't cut your nails. As I gave my speech in my presiding officer, don't cut your nail, don't move your leg. But the craziest and silliest things which I am believing in my kid is that don't give up, don't take a proper sleep before a exam. My father and grandmother said that you have to read. They are reading entire night before the exam. And that was the thing, because if you are reading before your exam, you everything in your mind. But that is not the craziest and serious thing. What I am doing, because before the exam, I am totally frustrated for 24 days. My stomach was pain, I have a severe headache. I could not able to recognize. So what I did in the craziest is for to remove that things. Before the exam, I just make some bullet point. And each and every of my wall at that time, we are living in a rent. So at that time, each and every wall in my washroom, in my room, while sleeping, I just note down the bullet points before the exam with the pencil, and after that I rub it. But when my aunt has come, she is very particular. So she didn't like this. Whenever she comes in the exam, she shows my entire walls of home, just like that Ghazni has painted his everything in their hands. So that was, and she is the elder of from my father. So she shouted on my father, what your son is going to do. And my father apologized, but when I in a 10th and went for her house for the exam, I noted down the same things in their also. So that is the craziest and silliest things which I did in other house to remove my fear. It's back to you, those
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's really weird, but it seems like you are a sincere kid who used to listen to your parents. So I would like to invite Varghese. So, Toastmaster Varghese, if you decided to unlearn one fear, what it could be? If you decided to unlearn one fear, what it could be? Toastmaster Varghese.
Tabletop master, fellow Toastmaster. We all are here for a common purpose. What is that one?
Fearing of public speaking.
The second fear, or the first, there are two in the internet that's showing that there are the two biggest fear people have. One is fear, second is public speaking. We all are here to conquer. That was the same thing for me in my childhood. I have never been in a stage till I get a job. Do you believe it? Most of people ask me, how did I gain a confidence? I'm here for last 10 years. You believe it or not, last week I had a review in my organization with our president. And there were 40 people sitting and we have to present. Literally, I saw every leader coming there and taking 1 or 2 minutes to conquer their fear. There's nothing different with me. I also have the same. But what we do here is practice it so that we can gain that confidence faster. Everyone have a butterfly in their stomach. But the faster you conquer it, you become a more confident speaker. And you don't know what is inside me. You see what I do here. My body language, my eye contact, my postures is what you judge. So the biggest fear I had was public speaking. I hope I learned some steps of that. There's a long way to go to like conquer it.
Anyone?
पहले जिसको चांस तो वो नहीं आया.
Explain how you find joy from small moments. Explain how you find joy from small moments.
Am I audible? Yeah. So my table topic subject is explain how you find joy in small moments. I think joy has become a luxury in today's world, right? I mean, so when I talk about sadness, probably all people will raise not just one hand but both hands. But even when I talk about joy, I don't know when was the last time people felt joyous about their lives. But then when we talk about life, we talk about a lot of small things, right? So it's like this. When you set out to build a wall, you don't start by saying, I want to build the greatest possible wall that has ever been built. Instead, what you do, you lay a brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. And you do that millions of times. And soon you will see one of the greatest wall that has ever been built. That's how with joyness and life works. Love to work, love to find out those small moments. So for me, when I go home, my kid is like, Dad, where were you? I was missing you. We were supposed to go there. We were supposed to go. So that was, she's so demanding. So I feel that I'm blessed to have a kid like this. When I look at my wife, I was like, did you get that? Did you get that? Did you do that? I mean, so many questions. I was like, having a wife is a joy or a misery or a sadness. I don't know. But it is all, good thing to have wife and kids at home, right? But then you have to start enjoying those small moments to make life beautiful. At the end of the day, the purpose of the life is happiness. The purpose of the life is not achieving something great that has never been achieved, but living the moment to its fullest. So these are small things that make me happy, and I enjoy those. These are the moments that make my life happy. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think everyone has goals. It's enjoy your journey, no matter how it is. You have to be persistent, enjoy your journey, and you will achieve your goals.
Yes.
And yes, Anand. Thought on never-ending cycle of healthy eating habits. Your thoughts on never-ending cycle of healthy eating habits. Yes, sir. Eating habits. Awesome. Awesome.
Good afternoon, Postmaster Postmasters. Yes. Topic is thoughts on healthy eating. Of course, this is an important topic nowadays on the dietary requirements. Well, uh, from my personal experience, I've been like uh, practicing a couple of things for my diet. A few years back, I was diagnosed as diabetic. I was obese at that point, like 3-4 years back. So I started following Dr. Richard diet, which is like which is like two meals a day when you are extremely hungry. That too when you are extremely hungry, you have to when you are craving for food, you have to eat it, not just because the food is on the table. So I started practicing that. Um, uh, After a couple of years, I noticed a change in myself. I became non-diabetic, as well as I've lost almost 10 kgs. And then, but again, the side effect. A lot of people, when I spoke with a couple of my doctor friends, they have a different opinion. Like starving is not good. Like you have to keep eating meals, like small meals every 4 hours, because that will help your stimulate your brain, as well as it will provide that necessary energy and food to all your needs. So that's so depending on your body, as well as your how you want to handle your habits, right? You have to plan your diet.
I tried multiple times, but could not follow proper strict diet. Any guess? Oh, yes, sorry. The topic is explain the pressure to be a perfect. Explain the pressure to be a perfect. Yes, sir. So, good evening, everybody, President, fellow Toastmasters, and the guests. So the topic is explain the pressure to be a perfect to be a perfect. Okay. So talking about my experience, I always find myself in this dilemma that whenever I try to do particular task, whether should I focus on performing it in a perfect manner,
or should I focus on completing it? Because when you try to complete the task in perfect manner, it takes a lot of time. Sometimes it is very much effort taking, time consuming, and because of that, sometimes we tend to get into the impression that every time we try to start something new or tend to finish it, we need to put in a lot of effort. So if you crave for the perfection, the kind of effort we need to put in is very high. So that somehow glides us away from starting something. So instead of that, if we focus on trying out a lot of things instead of craving for perfection, we can get a lot of experiences, new experiences, and it becomes easy for us to try out new things and get experiences out of it. So I think instead of being perfect, always we should try to focus on getting experiences. And definitely, sometimes there is a need of perfection at some places. We should focus on that perfection, but not always. Like it depends. If we are working on something which is very critical, it needs perfections. So that we can keep in mind in which context we are working. So personally, you ask me, I think that instead of focusing on perfection, I just think of going into it and just with an open mind and just try to do it and just gain something out of it. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, right. I think always perfection is not necessary. Sometimes we have to gain knowledge. Any other? Photographs?
Rohit.
Topic is a country to stay forever. Which one and what? A country to stay forever. Which one and what?
So good afternoon, everyone. Uh, Toastmaster and Toastmaster of the day and the guests that are there. Country to stay forever and which one? Okay. Yeah, so I am really not sure because I have visited certain other countries like Europe, New Zealand, and then I have stayed in India. But as long as I have not visited the entire countries, how would I know like which is the best country to stay? Because let's say if we are staying in a country for 15 days and we don't like it, but when we extend our stay in that particular country, let's say to a month, 2 months, and we start liking it. Or let's say a country which is there, which where we have stayed for 1 year and then we decide, okay, it was my dream country, but now I want to move back to India or I want to move and try another country. So that thing, I don't know, but what I think is living in a particular country is both a combination of a choice as well as a destiny. So yeah, once we have to give it a good try, like the country where we want to stay, like at least for a year, 2 year, and we have to put in consistent efforts. So without putting in consistent efforts and without, dedicating ourselves, we cannot live in a country. Like, for example, every country has its own pros and cons. Looking at India also, like if we say, like we have lot of pros living in India. Like when I talk to my friends who are living abroad, so even when they are working, like the couples who are working, both husband and wife, there they cannot afford any kind of external help to take care of the family for cooking. But when we see in India, we can actually have those kind of help with us. But then second thing that comes is the quality of life and air quality index. So the places they are staying, the quality of air is better than this. So this was just one comparison. So as for me, it's a very broad-ended topic. So a country to stay forever, that I cannot decide, because as long as we have left, because our preconceived notions and when we actually start living there, they both can be very different. Thank you.
Very well said. Every country has pros and cons. I remember I stayed for a longer duration. Now I was dying for vada pav. So anyone? Yes, what is more important for success, hard work, smart work, or luck? What is more important for success, hard work, smart work, or luck? Yes.
Good evening, presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster, dear guests. I am Nishant, and let me take up what is success. For different individuals, success could be different. Someone success could be passing 10 with 90 plus marks. For others, it could be getting a good job. For others, playing cricket. So success is something which is dependent on individual. For me, success is being happy. And if I say happy, it is not only being professionally happy, personally happy, but being happy at the soul level. That means only if I am happy inside, then only I can make others happy. So for me, success doesn't come only by hard work or by luck. It is through the internal reflection, what we see inside, and that actually becomes that it becomes evident when we are within our friends. So for me, success is something which we can always work on and develop and not wait for our luck or something external factors which can influence it. So thank you everyone.
Here it comes to the end of the table topic session.
Thank you, Sanjay. Let's have a big round of applause for all our participants. Now, moving towards our third session.
Time report.
Oh, yeah, we forgot about timer report. Timer, please let us know the time taken by prepared speakers as well and the table topic.
The time for I have tracked all the speakers time. So starting with Suresh. Suresh has taken 6 minutes, 3 seconds. So he is qualified. And Ramesh Patil also taken a 6 minutes, 10 seconds. He is also qualified. Ramesh has taken 7 minutes, 1 second. He was also qualified. Myself, 7 minutes, 8 seconds. I am also qualified. So now for the table topic. Now it's time for the table topic. So the first one, our presiding officer, Puneet, has taken 2 minutes, 23 seconds. So that is, I mean, he's also qualified. And he's also taken 1 minute, 30 seconds. You are also qualified. Ramesh, you took 2 minutes. So you also qualified. Anand has taken 2 minutes. That is also qualified. Rohit, you have taken 1 minute, 50 seconds. You are also qualified. Kansha, you took 2 minutes, 1 second. You are also qualified. Nissan, you are also qualified. 1.0 answer.
All right, now moving towards our third session, which is evaluation, where we will get the feedback and we will know about our strengths and the areas of improvement. So evaluator for our first target speaker is a.
You can give it to him. He will.
Okay. Now I will hand over this to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Vargish. Thank you.
So let's start with the speech evaluation. The first speech delivered by Toastmaster Sudesh is evaluated by Toastmaster Vivekanand. So Toastmaster Vivekanand.
So kudos to Toastmaster to me as he delivered his icebreaker speech. Icebreaker speech, as you know, it is the first speech. And first speech is always, our first thing, always it is important and memorable entire life. Like a child is taking first step for the walking. Similarly, if you are delivering your first speech, it is always memorable. And Toastmaster Sugi has done his job very well. It is very difficult to come here and deliver speech. Like one of the biggest fear is the fear of public speaking. But the Toastmaster Sugis came here and he delivered his speech very well. He started telling where, when it is, why it is called the icebreaker and when it is started the first time. So not only he delivered, uh, he told us about this one. Then he told about his story. He born in the Kerala. He done his education in the Kerala and his liking about the drawing. After his education in the Kerala, he done the PG and the animation. And after that, he told us about his journey of the job. He from the one job to another job, then he moved to the Naukri.com. And the interesting thing we came to know he started is the franchisee business, which I think very few people are doing it. Then he done good there, then he lost lot of money and he moved to another job and about his life. Then how the poet did his job and other prospects he elaborated there. Afterward, he very good, nicely given the some good messages about learning of his life, like positive attitude. Then leap of the faith, and this due to the leap of faith, he moved from another job and he started his joint venture. Afterward, I like very much. He told uh, when life gives you a challenge, and in his case, when life is not giving his challenge, he given to life and he started his franchise business. So that is a good thing. And about the fear of the public speaking. So for that, no, like I in my earlier speech, I told public speaking is a fear. So he joined the Toastmaster and he is doing very well. So best of luck, Toastmaster Sugi, for your journey. Thank you.
So for the information of the guest, in evaluation, we usually use CRC approach. Comment, recommend, comment. But for an icebreaker, we don't give recommendation because the speaker is coming for the first time. We always highlight the positive things to motivate the speaker to come. So Rebecca, you have done an amazing job. You persistently took an effort to give the recommendation. And even you did not give any recommendation, that's aligned with the objective of the first evaluation. Thank you. Good job. Now let's move to the second speaker. Ramesh Patel delivered his icebreaker speech, and we have Toastmaster Sanjay here to evaluate. Toastmaster Sanjay, over to you.
Good evening, Presiding Officer, Creditors Council, DFOs. Our speaker, Ramesh, who has given icebreaker speech today. Many congratulations for you for the icebreaker speech. I know it's as Ravikant has mentioned, these are the memories will last forever in your life. And it's really a pleasure to be a evaluator for your speech. Objective of the icebreaker speech is introduce yourself to the club and also to understand the structure of the speech. So if I comment on the structure of this speech, it was very well written. I would call it as because it has introduction, body, and conclusion. Introduction where you explain about your childhood memories, how you born, then how your family struggles, then your grandparents step up, they help you for your upbringing, and then story moves further where you explained about your challenges, how your education happened, and the unfortunate moment happened in your life. Obviously, it was for a couple of days, but then I think it teach you a lesson. So story very well take to the moment where I think a moment where you took a decision. A decision I think where he has to take, no matter what, I'm not going to repeat it. whether it was a false alarm, but no, I'm not going to repeat. So I think it's a story goes there and it leads to the conclusion where you went ahead, you talk to your father with the firm message saying, I'm going to pursue my career in this career path. So you choose your career. So I call it was very well written, structured story, and it carries from introduction to the body to the conclusion. There are many takeaways in a conclusion, I would call. Obviously, one of the is believe in yourself and don't hesitate to take decisions. So these are very powerful conclusions which I found. Obviously, few comments are like you enjoyed being here on the stage. That's what I feel. Your voice clarity was very well, and eye contact was very well. So I found very interesting. I doesn't feel it as an icebreaker speech, to be honest. It was really a next level speech. And it's really honored to listen to you in any further speeches. Best of luck for the next speech. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjay. You also did a good evaluation by giving the commentation. There is a beautiful way. It's called as evaluation speech contest. Why it's called as evaluation speech? It's again another speech starting with a body, with a topic, body, you can push it. So you did that, but I have just a short recommendation can be taken by any evaluator. You can easily connect with the audience saying that when Rebecca, sorry, when Ramesh, you are looking for the results, like that some point what he has quoted, you can start with that. And then say that I easily felt a connection with him because I also passed through the same when my 10th result was out. So this is a way to make a connect with the evaluator. Then he start listening to you, then deliver your recommendation. Good job. Now the third speaker is myself and Toastmaster Dinesh. Can you give your evaluation?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So our third speaker for the day, Toastmaster Varghese. What an amazing speech it was. Toastmaster Varghese started with asking us a question about hugs and kisses. And he ended the speech by having a definite call for action in the end. All throughout his speech, he had stories, lot of personal stories, lot of intriguing stories. Stories where he failed to hug and kiss in time, and how did he correct himself, and the feeling that he carried through. I think it was very pertinent to all the audience members. He did talk about the reasons we don't do it. How does it not come to us naturally as a culture? We don't have a culture of saying, I love you, hugs and kisses. But with all the examples that he quoted, he made us think about it in the end. So he really achieved the objective of his speech to make us think, to make us act. 10 out of 10 for that. Throughout his speech, he also had good gestures which are going along with the flow of his speech. His presence at the stage was very natural. His voice was clear. So again, wonderful job done there. Now I know Toastmaster Varghese is going to take this speech for area contest. So some critical feedback for him to conquer there as well. I have three specific things. One, his voice was good. It could have been little more dramatization in voice modulation, especially when he was saying his relative was in ICU. He could have shown that somber look on the face and his voice go down. He was in ICU for 3 weeks. And then maybe some little more body expression showing that, he was sad, something to show that would have gone along well with his speech. And there are a few more opportunities to increase the voice, show excitement. When you're excited, you speak fast and then you speak loud. So to show that excitement, he could have used the things that he had in speech. So that's one for voice modulation speech. Second part, there are lots of personal examples about hugs and kisses. He could have given some scientific stats or numbers, and I don't know where those could have come from, but maybe say 60% of the people, 70% of the people regret it. And there are lots of studies going on. I'm sure if we Google, we'll find some studies around it. So that adds authenticity to the experiences, empirical experiences you are stating. If you add some numbers, some scientific figures, some studies, what they indicate, I think that would have gone great with his speech. And third thing, he started with a question: how many of you have hugged or kissed your father or mother? Or that's the question he started. I think he started his speech by giving out what is to come. If there was some intrigue, if for the first or 2 minutes he would have built onto topic, he could have started with some example, some situation he could have put us in. My father was in ICU. Last I met him was 10 years ago. So kind of building onto that topic, and then after a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes, then open up your topic. It's about hugs and kisses. I did not hug or kiss him in time, and I regretted big time. So these three specific things for Toastmaster Varghese to conquer the area contest. But all in all, it was a treat to watch him second time. Great job, Toastmaster Varghese. All the best.
Thank you. So for the information of the guest here, did you observe his evaluation? First, he commented a lot. Then he gave three points. Well, always Toastmasters will give 3 specific points, and he gave an example how to correct it. Then finally he concluded with a positive note. That is CRC, comment, recommend, comment. Excellent evaluation, Toastmaster Dinesh. Thank you. And now let's move to the third speaker, fourth speaker, Toastmaster Rajesh. The evaluator is Toastmaster Puneet. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster General Evaluator. Good evening, General Evaluator, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster. My speaker, Toastmaster Rajesh Kashyap, has started a speech with very wonderful message about the failure. And it is a very good start. If you want to make a start, either ask a question, either start with the quote or message, or straight with the some data. Then you are connecting with the audience. He had done that job with the start of the message about the failure of the life. How many of you are failure, right? How many of you fail in each and every step, right? If you are not getting a fail in any of your activity, then believe that you are in your dream. Because nothing is to be started without the failure in your life. If you are nothing of failure or not failure in your activity, then imagine that you are in a wrong path. That is the strong message he wants to give. Now, small recommendation to him. That's a very critical thing. So your objective is to prepare a speech with the proper body and the message. You completely miss on that. You started very well with the message, but the body part, which should be a structure, and the message, you missed entire thing. So what should be in a body, right? You have to start that when I came into the Pune, I come with the very less money. Then how you struggle, you started living in a 6x6 rooms, you are finding the job. All those things you have to plan a proper way, but you missed that. You started with that, I finding the job, then you put on the living. So that is the totally structure way. So proper the structure way. Now the second recommendation is that you have not practiced your speech, or you are not very well prepared with the speech. So many times you forget your speech, you are struggling with your words and the language and your gestures. Third things with the body language, you are continuously moving here and there, and your hand is just like that. It shows that you are very nervous. Just open your hands or fold in a strong position. So everyone can say you are in a strong position. So these 3 critical requirements you have to work. I would like to suggest you to repeat this speech in your club or any other club with more practices. Now again on to the comment part, right? You give a good message onto the thing. Every time you are going to be a failure, but you have to try and you will are going to be success. So that is the good message. The content and the story is really good, but you have to make it practice more. It's back to you generally.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for me to use the CRC approach. Now, before I go to the next session, can timer give the report of the evaluations? You can read from the. Please go very quickly. 3 minutes, 15 seconds. And there, looks almost 2 minutes. Seventeen, 170, 17. 3 minutes, 17 seconds. 17. So all the evaluators are qualified. Now you have a feedback slip. At the bottom, there is the best speaker. There are 4 speakers, all are qualified. Whichever the speech you like, you can vote for. After that, there was a table topic. You can vote for the best table topic and the best evaluator. Once you are done, I'll give a 1 second time. Oh, sorry, 1 minute time. Once you are done, let me know. Timer, can you show 1 minute? Once you are done submitting the task, can you collect it?
Ravikant, after this, please collect this. Yep.
Oh, okay. Can you read out the names of the table topic speakers? First name,
Toastmaster Varghese, second Toastmaster Puneet, third
Ramesh, Anand, Rohit, Akansha, Nishan. Repeat. Puneet, Mr. Varghese, Mr. Ramesh, Mr. Anand, Mr. Rohit, Mr. Akansha, and Mr. Nishan.
Practice question. Fourth speaker join by Sasan. Toastmaster Sasan. अग्रवाल. इनका नाम मुझे इनसे पूछना पड़ेगा. He is not from the our club. Counter is not from the our club. तो इनको पता है. Toastmaster को देखो पता है. काउंटर का नाम. काउंटर हाँ.
So in interest of time, let's move. Let me call the counter Toastmaster Rishikesh on stage to give the report.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Just keep avoid the talking, please. No?
Let me share the R counter report for today's meeting. Let's start clapping for the first flawless speaker for today's meeting. That's none other than our general evaluator, Toastmaster Varghese. And let me announce all the report for all the role players for today's meeting. First, Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Ravikant. He had 4 shows, repetitive words, do not. Moving on to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Puneet. He had 1 show, 1 repetitive word, don't and think. Our TMOD, Toastmaster Suvidha, had 1 show and 1 repetitive word, all. Our timer, Toastmaster Rajesh, had 3 shows and repetitive word. You also qualified.
Grammarian Toastmaster Shashank had one pause. Moving on to our speakers, Toastmaster Sugish had 5 plus hours, 5 plus so, repetitive words and business but. Second speaker, Toastmaster Ramesh had repetitive words, business, hard work. Toastmaster Varghese, I was not able to find. You had 3 repetitive words: regret, hug, peace. Fourth speaker, Toastmaster Rajesh had 5 plus a 3 source repetitive word I was. Moving on to our table topic master, Toastmaster Sanjay had two filler words, all. Table topic speaker Toastmaster Puneet had repetitive words, exam, craziest thing. Toastmaster Ramesh, our third table topic speaker had one so. Guest Anand had one so, repetitive words, food, that. Guest Rohit had three so, and repetitive words, that and experience. Guest Akansha had 4 so, filler words, you know, but repetitive words, consistent efforts. Guest Nishant had 2 so's. Moving on to our evaluators, Toastmaster Ravikant had 3 so, filler word and repetitive words, then and afterward. Our second evaluator, Toastmaster Sanjay, had 2 3 so, filler word, I think, and 1 unnecessary pause. Our third evaluator, DTM Dinesh, had 1 so, 1 filler word, I think, and repetitive word, stories. Evaluator for Toastmaster Puneet had 1 so, repetitive word, message, and missed. That's it from my side. Over to Mr. Chandra.
Let me move to the, let me call up grammarian Sasan for his report.
Good evening again. Let me present grammarian report. The Toastmaster Sugish, he used word of the day and phrase of the day. Kudos to you. Toastmaster of the day, Suvida also used word of the day. Toastmaster Ravikant, he used phrase of the day. Now let me give the report for not so good usage of words and good usages of languages in the speeches. So speaker 1, Toastmaster Sugish, he used words like monotonous. Speaker 2, Toastmaster Ramesh, you used good words like privileged, take bull by the storm, speak out. Speaker 3, Toastmaster Varghese, you used good words like muster the courage. Toastmaster of the day, Suvida, you used good words like homesickness, flawless, limiting belief, imprison themselves, caged, free yourself. Speaker 4, Toastmaster Rajesh. So you used like words like sequence of hurdles, endurance, stumble. Now coming to the table topic sessions, Toastmaster Varghese, you used good words like conquer, gain the confidence. Toastmaster Ramesh, you used good phrases of the words like living the moment to the fullest. Toastmaster Anand, you used words like stimulate your brain. Guest Rohit, you used good words like dilemma, craving for perfection, gain experiences. Guest Akansha, you also used some good words like preconceived notions. Guest Nishikant, you used good words like evident, influence. So these were about good usages of words. Now someone about bad usages of words or phrases. Someone used phrase like bad amount of money. So I believe this is not so good sentence to be used. Someone also used looking a job. So I think it should be looking for a job instead of looking a job. Someone used done good there. So I think it should be did a good job there. Yeah, so that was the grammarian report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for signing. So, for all of you, can you take, there is one more piece left out in the paper. Please vote for the best short role players.
In that seat, not there.
Yeah, you can write
Hey.
short role and vote for the best short role. Let me say the Sa, Sajidatan, Revikant, grammarian, timer, Rajesh.
Rajesh Kashyap.
Rajesh was the timer. Our counter Rishikesh, grammarian Sasan. So Revikant, Sa, timer Rajesh, our counter Rishikesh, and the grammarian Sasan. You can vote any of them. One person, not two persons. Once you are done, let me know. Let's move fast. Revikant, Rajesh, Rishikesh, Sasan. 4 names. You can vote for the best one which you like.
Keep a long role player.
Last. Done? Okay. Why I asked you to vote is my evaluation should not influence you. Okay. Now let me get into the role player evaluation. Honestly, I was not able to listen to the SA. I came this late. So I'm not going for an evaluation. However, whatever I sent, it was good. You spoke very confidently here. Now let me move to the timer. You came and read the role, describe the role to the audience. I will say, make it very simple. Type table topic. You say that one, you display the card and show say the time and show the card. Rest you can say just the time, because you are struggling to show the card and the time. When you display the card, otherwise you did the role well, you noted the time, everything well, was well detailed you gave, you did not took much time to give your report. Only thing, recommendation to you, when you show the green card, keep the green card. Because when you show the green card and keep it down, maybe if I am the speaker, I may be looking at the other side and coming back, and I will not see whether the green is on or yellow is on. So keep the card constant. That's all. Good job. Now coming to the counter Rishikesh, you started your role introduction with Rishikesh. Yeah, you started your role with introduction with the cricket and connected the counters, the importance of having or how the consounds and syllables elevate the speeches. Only one recommendation, you said some people use repetitive words. Repetitive words are, if I say twice the same word in one go. In a speech, if you are using multiple places the same word, I don't think you will count in with the video. That's only recommendation. Otherwise, amazing job. And also that was a good practice that you say, it's not because you told about me, you mentioned the flawless speakers. It actually motivates people. So it's a good practice to say more of the flawless speaker, add more. Thank you. Good job. Now, grammarian, Sasak, amazing job. Simple words. That's why a lot of people use them. So selecting the word of the day and phrase of the day was a kudos to you. And the way you give the positive ones, you mentioned the name, and for negative one, you said someone. That's a good practice. Thank you. Good job. Now coming to project diagrams I did. Yeah, you presiding officer, you started introducing the guest. You gave a short speech about the short motivational speech in the beginning. You introduced the Toastmaster of the day, then handed over to her. Toastmaster of the day. Started the day in a good way, a confident way. You delivered, you used the stage properly, positive sides and negative sides. Short and crisp introduction of the team. When you started introducing the role players, did not take much time. The positive thing what I felt is you keep handshaking till the speakers or the role players were handed over. Most of the people will give a very weird body language or just give a handshake and pass on. The confidence was really good. That is the role of, or that's what is expected from the Toastmaster. Amazingly well done. Now coming to table topic master. The way you connected with the audience, asking a question, how to avoid attending a table topic. So everyone, you grab the attention of everyone. I like the way, only one recommendation, give simple topic. It should be as short and as clear that audience can understand. Some topics were a bit lengthy, I felt. However, amazing job. I think with that, evaluators, I gave a evaluation on the spot. All good. I think we are on time. So thank you and all.
Well, it was a superb meeting today. And with that, we are heading to the last leg of this meeting. If you have time, we can go for one activity, which is of 2 minutes. Shall we conduct this or already? All right. So before this, I would request you all to close your eyes. Please close your eyes. Sit straight. Hands on your heart. Keep your eyes closed until I ask you to open. Take a deep breath. And now repeat after me. I am enough.
I am enough.
Keep your hands on your heart. I am free to feel happy.
I am free to happy.
I am free to feel loved.
I am free to feel loved.
I am completely free to feel confident.
I am completely free to feel confident.
I'm free to feel relaxed.
I am free to feel relaxed.
I'm free to feel whatever I want.
I'm free to feel whatever I want.
I have full control
I have full control
over my feelings.
over my feelings.
I now free myself
I now free myself
from the prison of limitations.
from the prisons of limitations.
And I promise
And I promise
to keep my feelings
to keep my feelings
positive,
positive,
supercharged,
supercharged,
balanced.
and balanced.
Now please open your eyes. And now it is your task to decide what limitations you want to break and what limitations you want to create for yourselves. What feelings you want to maintain and how productive you will keep yourself. That's all. With that, I will hand over this meeting to Toastmaster.
With this, everyone, you all have a cheat, and over there, Toastmaster meeting has been there. So you can give us a feedback over there. Everyone, whatever the feedback you feel about this meeting, you can give. Either it's a club member, another club member, or a guest. So you can give me a feedback on that. But before that, I would like to ask our guests to come over here and share their feedback about the meeting. So we'll start with Sasank, right? Yeah, please come, Sasank.
So it was great seeing you guys. And I really enjoyed some of the speeches. And it was really good pleasure to see the president. For the first time seeing the president of Toastmaster. So I live very nearby and like I always pass on this road and think like I should go today. But I always think it's 5:30. So this time I was able to make it. It was really great to see you. And I will join you.
Thank you, Sasank. We have one more guest, the corner. What's your good name? Yeah, so share your feedback about the meetings.
I think it's very good platform to learn new languages. So I check out on I can learn 11 languages. Yeah, I want to learn Spanish or English. Right? This is good for public speaking. I saw 55 mistakes also correctly. You can school to like this.
Thank you, Saurav. So we have a guest briefing by our VP membership Toastmaster Sanjay Jhande after this meeting into the left side of the corner of mine. So please be there for 5 to 10 minutes. He will explain about the how to become a member, what are will be the fees, and what is the benefit of the Toastmaster. We ask Rohit to come over here and share your feedback, Rohit.
So feedback is like, first of all, this is the first time I'm attending this kind of meeting. And apart from, uh, the things that I expected I would learn here related to communication, public speaking, I got to know about the experiences from you all. A lot of experience folks out there. So also their professional experiences from their life, personal life, that can also help you. So that was the add-on. So I got what I expected from this meeting, basically from more what I expected. So I came here from the perspective that I want to work on my communication, confidence, and wanted to have a platform where I can practice. So I think this is really a good meeting. It was really held properly. It was good. It was a good experience.
Yes, Atlanta.
Attending the Toastmaster meeting almost after 3 years after my MBA. So it was very refreshing and I felt warmed and welcomed here. And yeah, I'm looking forward to be part of the upcoming meetings.
Thank you. Okay, so we are running out of time. So let me share some, first of all, some announcement. So as renewal has been started and about to end, so please renew. Because as we renew early, it will be a benefit to the club. So I urge everyone who has not renewed, please renew it today. We are going to do a bulk renewal today, so we will pay all of you together. So it will less charge to the club for the renewal, because when we do in a bulk, it will less transaction charges. Second things, our area contest is going on upcoming Saturday, so I need some volunteers to be a part of some roles, just like timers, telecounters, VJ. So please nominate yourself. And due to this, we might have to shift our next Saturday meeting on a Sunday with the other club meeting or online. We'll pass the communication in our WhatsApp group. Third things, Crescendo has started, so please register. Crescendo will be on the 17th and 18th May. It is a 2 days program and it's in the Viman Nagar. There is a very well town hall over there, and you will definitely find a good experience over there. There are few keynote speakers and other competition is also going on. We are planning open house with the club dinner, but I could not get a good response from the club members. So please let me know the dates and timing. We will go together. Okay, and let's move to the. So best evolutor will be the Toastmaster Dinesh. So I will give him a certificate online. Best speaker Toastmaster Varghese. Best table topic speaker, again Toastmaster Varghese. Best short long run player Toastmaster Suvidha. And the best small role player Toastmaster Rishikesh. With this, I am officially urgent today's meeting 337. Floor is open for a chit chat. Just keep, don't put on wasted paper on the table. Take it home or throw it away. Kalina, please help me to collect all the things, and Sanjay, please start the game. हाँ बोल दिया ना 20 सेकंड हाँ वो बोल
Thanks, Sumit. Thanks, everyone.
Next Saturday we have area contest. I will share the venue and timings very soon. Please be there.
So, my recommendation to all of you is, please attend the area contest.